ドジャースの大谷翔平選手が日本時間6日に本拠地で行われたフィリーズ戦に1番指名打者として出場し、8回に3試合ぶりとなる34号ホームランを放ちました。このホームランは打球初速 107.4 マイル、飛距離384フィートで、打球角度は37度の大飛球でした。一塁ベースを回った後、慌てて戻り、一塁ベースを踏み直してからダイヤモンドを一周しました。このホームランの際、ドジャース放送局スポーツネットロサンゼルスの実況を務めるジョー・デイビス氏は、
あはははは、いいもの見た
と笑っていました。また、フィリーズの地元放送局 NBC スポーツフィラデルフィアでは、実況のトム・マッカーシー氏が、
大谷はベースを踏み忘れたとは思いません
と述べ、フィリーズの元 GM で解説を務めるルーベン・アマロジュニア氏も、
そうですね、踏み忘れたわけではなかったです。念のためって感じでした
と分析しました。敵地放送局でも大谷のホームランについて振り返るシーンがありましたので、そちらも合わせて日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Bear with me. This is, you guys know I'm an emotional person, so I'm probably not going to make this through. But Max he's doing all right. We came home Saturday night from the ICU. So we started PT yesterday, and let me tell you, he hates that. But he's doing okay. His personality's back. He's Max. He's doing good in that aspect. But he's got to relearn how to do pretty much everything. Terrible syndrome, Guillain-Barré. And by Wednesday, so Wednesday at 10:46, I'll never forget it, he had his ventilator pulled. And we had PT there, and so right when his ventilator was pulled, within 6 minutes, he was sitting on me. I can't tell you how good that felt, was to be able to hold my son again. That was a special time, just knowing how hard he fought in those 5 days. And you know, when he was born, we were trying to figure out a name. We had to name 2 kids at that time, and Chelsea came upon Maximus. I was like, that's a strong name. I said, I didn't know it was going to be proved to be true within 4 years of his life of how strong this little boy is.
What was the hardest part of this for you?
That my 3-year-old son is needing help to breathe. When 5 days earlier he was doing front flips and doing everything, it's just, you just wish you could switch. You really do. Like, I've been through a lot in my life. I lost my mom when I was 10, but you can't really compare any of this because it's like, they're both awful. Like, but when it's like your son or your child and he can't breathe on his own, that was hard. It was hard. Walking to the room Friday night was, I mean, that's as hard as it got probably, because after that the doctors are coming in like, we think it's Guillain-Barré. This is gonna, like, most kids recover, but he didn't deserve this. No one deserves this. Whoever goes through anything, it's not just my family. Anybody, like, we were going every night and every room's filled in the PICU, and it's heartbreaking. It is, so many families are going through things like this, and we're one of the lucky ones that we had Guillain-Barré, that he might make a full recovery. There's kids out there that are fighting for their lives right now, and it just puts everything in perspective. It's hard to put into words. When you hear about a community and what that looks like, you can talk about it, but until you experience it, it's been incredible. Obviously, the Dodgers, they said I didn't even have to be here. You know, just take as much time as you needed. So Chelsea and I had that conversation around Friday about when I would go back. And Andrew was gracious and said, "You guys take your time. Whenever you want to come back, we'll be ready for you to come back." So Chelsea and I talked, and since he was recovering, we decided that I could come back today. But from the Dodgers, I can't, like, the Dodgers from Mark to Stan, everyone, every single person I think in this organization has reached out, and just anything they can do, it's been incredible. When you see how much prayers were being sent our way, and if you didn't pray, the well wishes, we took it all, and it was needed. It really was. I just can't thank the baseball community, and I'm sure there's people that aren't even in the baseball community that were sending well wishes and prayers our way, and support and love. And we needed it all, and we can't thank everyone enough. We are very gracious to you guys for respecting our privacy during this time as we fought this together as a family. So, but thank you. I'm back, so that means good things are happening at the Freeman home, so that's good.
Shohei Ohtani leads off the 8th for the Dodgers. Ball one from Tanner Banks, who stays on. Dodgers looking for some insurance here. All 4 runs came back in the 3rd. Tyler Glasnow 9 Ks over 6 innings. Phillies got to feel fortunate to have gotten 3 runs against him. High fly ball, left center field. Marsh to the track, Marsh to the wall. It's gone! Shohei Ohtani, number 34. Go back and touch first. I sort of saw it coming, the way he was hitting the ball so hard earlier tonight.
We talked about it with his timing. I mean, everything he was hitting was square. This one barely clears, but still absolutely crushed. It was a towering shot. So much so, I mean, he's watching the whole time. It's first base.
Yes, good to be sure. So Ohtani, who had the 8-second hang time on the sacrifice fly in the 3rd, then had his 4th hardest hit ball of the year on the double in the 5th. It's the home run in the 8th. And the T-Mobile coverage cam. Let's see if whatever Shohei Ohtani delivered to Freddie Freeman in way of advice can help his buddy out here. Saw him stop in the on-deck circle, whispering to Freddie's ear something that he saw from Banks.
Well, that's one of the gifts, too, that Freddie Freeman has, is having one of the best lefty hitters, well, hitters, period, in the game, both of them. But from the left side, just knowing how you're being pitched, and something that you might see, something you might notice, especially left on left. I think pretty much anything Ohtani's going to tell you after a home run, or at just any point you're going to listen to.
Fly ball left center field. Pretty well hit. Marsh is back out toward the wall, curling. He jumps, and it's gone. Ohtani thinks it's still in the. Oh no, he missed first. Okay. I thought it hit the top of the wall. He was going back, but it's going to be his 34th home run of the year, and an insurance run for the Dodgers to boot. Heck of an effort by Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, anytime you get the ball out over the plate on Ohtani, it's awfully dangerous. He gets extended. It's amazing how high he can hit the ball and how far. Pitches out over the plate. Brandon Marsh makes a heck of an effort for it.
And 1 out, and Freddie Freeman coming up. He had a long talk with Ohtani in the on-deck circle. I mean, a long talk. He wasn't talking. Ohtani was doing the talking. I don't think he missed this bag, by the way.
No, he didn't. He's just making sure, though.
On Saturday in Oakland, Shohei Ohtani became the 3rd fastest player in Major League history to reach 30-30 in a single season. Tonight, Jerry, he continued to tack on his 32nd stolen base, and that 34th home run was a huge insurance run in this game.
Huge insurance run. Again, this guy continues. I can't believe I want to say this. He continues to get better and better at the plate. He is a complete hitter, not just a power guy, a complete hitter. He's gone the other way. Now, remember, the last couple of years when he was in Anaheim, he had a lot of home runs, but they were to the pull side. Now he's starting to go dead center the other way. He's a complete hitter. The stolen bases, obviously he's always had speed. Now, he's not pitching, so obviously his legs are rested, so he's able to take advantage of that. But again, lefty on lefty, going the other way, hitting a bomb left center field. Just a complete offensive hitter. Fun to see.
You know, we have seen him struggle on pitches inside. We've seen 0 for 15 slumps and then a 3-run bomb. This guy has a resume now that he's living up to it and surpassing it, and it's ridiculous to think And as an opposing pitcher and an opposing team, you really can't pitch around him, because once he walks and you pitch around, he'll steal second and steal third now. So you're not talking just about a power hitter that you're going to place over there at first base. You're talking about a guy that you might be placing at third base with a walk. So they have to pitch him, and he's covered that inside hole now, and he's getting more pitches where the league's saying, I got to pitch him differently because he's taking this or covering it. And so now they have no idea where to go.
And you know, as a pitcher, you better be perfect in there. You better miss in off the plate, because if that leaks back inner half, not just in the middle, inner half, he's going to take you deep. So you got to be almost perfect in there. Great to see.
Shohei with his foul out in the first inning, 3 of his last 26 we've seen. He's pretty streaky. When he gets hot, he's as hot as anybody, but he'll have these stretches. We're just waiting for him to strike and get out of it. There's a high fly ball to right center field. Castellanos is going back. He just gets under this one, but it's plenty deep enough to tie the game. Throw to second, Ahmed safe. 2-2 on an Ohtani sac fly.
Ohtani sac fly is the perfect term, because when you hit something 113 miles an hour, it's got that 47-degree launch. I mean, that thing was gone, but up. Just missed a home run.
You get the oohs and ahs, and I mean, it is a majestic thing to watch.
I mean,
even as it lands on the warning track, he did, yeah. Which adds to the confusion whether or not it's going to go.
Totally. I'm like, maybe he got it. Because off the bat, and we know this and we say it all the time, it's just different, always. His outs are different, his sacrifice flies are different. I feel like they should have given him 2 runs for that, because it was just so hard hit.
I say that, talking about the streakiness of Ohtani, that he's as sensitive to timing as any hitter out there. That because it's so violent, because it's so explosive, he's more susceptible to losing it by just a little bit and having that affect him into a long slump. And it's the same reason that he's so good when the timing's right. That explosiveness, that power, that violence. Green light if he wants it, takes it, and rips it. Ohtani's headed to second with a double.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty darn big green light. I mean, he's always ready to hit, and 3-0, 117 miles an hour.
Jeez. So 113 on the sac fly, 117 right here.
How about his fly ball sac fly? It was almost 8 seconds hang time. That's the longest he's had of the season. Okay, that was like 0.5 seconds to the wall.
Yeah, NFL season coming to get himself a punting job, a hang time like that. There goes Ohtani. Throw from Stubbs. Not in time. And another stolen base for Shohei.
Unbelievable. And what he's done, even just the last week, was his stolen base. They got a rally going. Third base brought the infield in, ended up scoring a run. And his reads, his understanding, the speed. This is the part of the game that gets the least amount of attention for Ohtani, but it is real.
He's on a 48 home run pace. He's on a 45 stolen base pace.
Right, didn't capitalize, that's for sure. And the odds of Shohei Ohtani having 2 or more hits tonight were plus 200. Ohtani had 2 hits, a double, and a solo home run. So a $10 bet won you $20. And Ben, after a pretty quiet series in Philadelphia last month, he made a major impact in tonight's series opener.
Yeah, he really is a dynamic player. The great Mark Gubazol, Penn Charter Zone. He does the color for the Angels, and obviously got to watch him out there for so many years. He called him a unicorn. And I really do think that's the best way to describe Shohei Ohtani. We saw him tonight. He hit balls tonight 107.4, 117.1, and 113.1. This guy just barrels it, and it just goes. And, oh, by the way, he's coming back from Tommy John. He throws 102, so no big deal there. This guy just is special, and obviously righties or lefties, it doesn't matter. The home run that he hit was the softest ball he hit at 107.4. He's just he is something else.
Pretty good.
He is definitely one of those guys where they come to town. Yeah, I'm going to go see Ohtani play.
Yeah, you tip your cap, right, Ricky? We knew he was in a slump, but we knew it was only going to last so long.
Well, a guy like that, he's an MVP candidate every time he steps on the field. Yeah, sooner or later he's going to break out. We have one of those in a guy with Bryce Harper who was 4 for 8 in his last 8 at bats coming into today. I mean, you expect the same thing from both of these guys. When they get up there, it's must watch at bats. You never know what they're going to do. And as you saw, Ohtani did not even get that last home run. I mean, in all honesty, he didn't get it. If he gets that thing, I mean, this guy makes a baseball look like a golf.
He's on pace for 48 homers and 45 stolen bases.
That's it.
Is that all? Crazy.
試合後のインタビューでデーブ・ロバーツ監督は大谷選手のホームランについて
大きな一撃だった
と評価し、
もしかしたら一塁ベースが好きなのかもしれない。フェンスを越えるかわからなかったんだと思う。でも何回か同じことがあったよね。一塁ベースを踏んでくれて安心したよ
とコメントしました。ご視聴ありがとうございました。これからも大谷選手のさらなる活躍から目が離せません。チャンネル登録と高評価をよろしくお願いします。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。